Okay, going to take off the belt molding trim and the roof molding trims and the windshield trims, upper and lower. And some of them are pressed on like these. This pot metal one down here has some clips in the back which have to be taken off from the other side. Same thing with this strip here, but these are pressed in or fit in. Like this one here is bent over the edge, you can see, and we have to take it off very carefully. Take it off with putty knives, and I'll show you how to do that. If it's too small of a space, you can get in there with a little pick to start it. Some of them have studs, other ones just regular Phillips. You can use these if you don't want to mar the surface. And to get the windshield out, we'll be using this, which has a blade, and you hold on to it and you just pull it along. I'll show you how to do that. Anyway, the weather strip in here can just pull off and reveals some small Phillips screws in here, and we'll get to those. Okay, so I got 3 here, and then there's 6 across the top, and then 4 down there. So this should just come right off. Like that. You got, whoa, one-handed video man here. So that is one piece, but I believe this slides off of here so that you have another piece there. And then this is all just underneath. So this has a couple of screws in it, and I'll take those off and then I'll show you how to get the roof rail molding and the C-pillar, and these are just kind of in there like this along the edge. So we'll get back to that in a second. Let me just get rid of a few of these pieces. Okay, so that piece just pulls out. It's not even screwed in there. So here's what you got. Up underneath, it is really pinched in there. So a putty knife, or even these, aren't enough to get underneath it and hold it out a little bit. See how it's, sorry about the sun there, but see how it's out just a little bit? So that way, you have a little bit, and you inch your way along. I'm sorry about the camera here. But you inch your way along and get in there and pinch this out and bend it a little bit so you can, it's essentially like this. So you're going to pull it out like this, but don't do too much at a time, because otherwise you'll kink it, because this is under a lot of pressure, and once you kink it, you're done. Which is why I sell a lot of these, and have over the years. This is roof rail molding, and this is the trim over it. Both are, this is stainless steel, and I believe that this is polished aluminum. These down here are aluminum, stainless, and here is pot metal. And I believe that that is stainless. Up here, stainless, all throughout here. Anyway, we'll get back to it. Let me inch this along, and I'll show you some more. Okay, so hopefully maybe you can see here that this is sprung now, where it was tight against there, and I've done the first few inches so that it's not holding tight against it. So that way I can take whatever tool, put it in, put it up, leave it in there, put the next tool next to it, and work my way along, and it gets easier as you go. And the reason that we're starting at that end is because it's pushed into here. So as we get there, we'll just pull it back. Same thing down here. It's pinched or over the top overlapping this. So we'll do these two first and then get to this one. Okay, so I got this all the way along, and as you can see, it is popped. And then it just kind of comes right out of there. See how it's, that would be like this. And so it's peened right over, not peened right over, but certainly does spring right back. So then this one here, we can get one of these tools. Excuse my camera work. Well, I can't do this with one hand, so. Yeah. So this edge was pretty crusty, and it sits in there like this. And on the back edge, it comes out just a little bit, so it fits inside that drip rail. But what I did was, let's see if I can put it in here. I came across on this edge behind that other tool and kind of broke the rust, because it was really, it's really sitting in there like this, and it's pinched in there and wants to press out like that. So as I was going along with this one, pressing on the other one, so that got that out. And then we can get to this, which is also pressed in. No, that's not yet. Can't get that one out without getting this. So we'll go and do the same technique where we get underneath it and pry it out, and then get this one. Should note on this one, very difficult up in this corner to get behind that. So what I'm doing is getting behind it with a screwdriver and then putting a pick in there just to keep it away from there, so I can go down here with the screwdriver, pull back, and then get under there with a putty knife or one of the plastic tools and work my way down to there. So whatever car god you pray to, right there would be a good time to do it. And that way you haven't bent it. And once you get this under, once you get a putty knife under there, and don't get a flimsy one, if you can bend it with your fingers, between your fingers, don't get it. They need to be really stiff, because otherwise they'll just waste your time. You bend it, and then you've got it. You can move right along. Okay, that popped right out of there. See if I can come across with this. Yeah, anyway, you're going to take that all the way down. It's just that this is so rusty. That edge is so rusty that it's keeping it in there. I know you California guys are not sure what this is. This is called rust right here. This is when metal oxidizes, when it hits moisture. It's a pretty interesting phenomena around here. Anyway, let me get back to it. So we can peel this out up to this point where there is a stud behind here. There's 3, I think, here. 1 here, 2 here, and then studs across here from behind. And I'll show you what that looks like. If we can get in here. That's what you call a nice sail panel. So you got access holes here into, can't really see because I don't have a flashlight. But that's what that is. And then up underneath here, can't really see that, but up underneath here is for the back one, and we'll get to those. I'll tell you what sizes they are and such.